Hello, hi, it's Liz here, and today I'm ready to add a few entries, the first entries in the Mural Trail Journal. It's a proper little junk journal made from packaging. There's a video showing how I came up with this journal, and I will put a link in the description box. So we've been out and about on the Mural Trail, and I have the first three. We might not do three today, but we'll certainly make a start on them. So I've just printed off in cheap copy paper because I just want, it's just a little reminder of the murals that we've visited. So I have the world's most economical taxi, which is this one. All of these ones are in Mitchell Street because we did it in a little group of what ones were quite close by to each other. So this is a black taxi cab getting lifted up into the air by balloons. So that's quite a cool one. And this one is Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and it's a full length of the end of a building, the gable end of a building, and it's a girl with a magnifying glass going like this. And it used to be that you could stand underneath and get your picture taken, but they seem to have put a fence and some bins round about. You can see how blue the sky was the other day. We're having a nice spell of weather at the moment. So that's Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. And I have Wind Power, which is a longer, kind of narrower one. You can see there's a car parked here and a bicycle. So this is to signify the fact that Scotland is trying to be green energy, and so that's like a dandelion clock with wind turbines flying through the air. So that's quite cool. So yeah, so I'm going to make a start. I have picked out, rather than do directly onto the page, I've cut these three pieces and I'm going to decorate and journal a little bit and do whatever I want to do on a separate piece of paper, and then simply just put it onto the page that I want to decorate. Just stick it in. I think that's my plan anyway, because the pages are quite flimsy for paint and paste and all sorts of things. So let's do Wind Power first. We'll put them safely to the side. We'll put that to the side, and we'll start work on this piece here. So I want to do a little bit of a background, and I was thinking, because there's quite a lot of green, I would just do a little bit of Painterly green. This is Victorian green in pastel paint, and I'm just going to give it a little bit of a it's not a wash because it's not watercolour, it's acrylic, but just to add a little bit of a nice background. I want this, or I'm going to try anyway, and make this a more junky, messy style. Not quite as neat and tidy as I sometimes hope to be. So that's kind of what the plan is. I think just with the subject being murals and being outside, and I just thought that this might be actually more of a style that will be more suitable. Yep, that's pretty good. I now have this stencil, which is Glitz Craft Dandelion, and I thought that matched the mural quite well, very well. But if I put it the right way round, The dandelion seeds are going the opposite way. Does that matter? I'll do it that way round, they're blowing the same way. I think I'm going to try it the wrong way round. It shouldn't really matter, should it? Don't think so. Now, I think I'm going to use some texture paste. This is quite nice, thick texture paste. That's the make there, deal it around it, and I use this quite a lot. Let's see if I can get, sometimes the oil, whatever it is that's in it, gathers a bit and I need to mix it up a little bit. Right, I want the smaller of the two dandelions, I think. Just coming in there, I think. Let me just get my old magazine, or we will be in a pickle, just in case I go off the, I think maybe down a little bit, because I want to get the name of the mural on the page as well. I'm not quite sure yet if I want to be stamping or I want to be handwriting. Yeah, okay, let me just take that excess off there. We'll give that a proper wash. Let's put it over there just now. That turned out quite well, didn't it? Yeah, I'm quite liking that so far. So far so good. Okay, I think I'm going to have to give it a quick blast with the heat gun because I want to add a little bit of black stamping, because the black car is just in shot there. I thought it might be quite nice to pick up a little bit of the black. So I'm either going to be stamping, and I also have these rub-ons which I might use instead, but first I definitely do need to dry this off, so I will be back in 2 ticks. Okay, that's dried using the heat gun, so that's fine. I think next I want to add a little bit of this rub-on. So I'm just going to cut a little bit, maybe about here. These are 49 and Market rub-ons. You just take the backing off and place it down where you want it, and then give it a little bit of a rub. Then we can just gently lift, and if it hasn't rubbed, if it hasn't taken, actually I'm rubbing this on paint and I'm not sure. Oh, the rub-on is lifting the paint off. Oh no, it's working down this way. That's fine. I was just pulling it from the other end. There was more down there to take hold, and that's why it worked better. So we're good to go. That just adds a little bit of texture to the back there. Next I'm going to do some stamping. I'm going to use my Stampers Anonymous Faded Type, and this one is my favourite one. So let's use that one. I'm not going to put it on a block. I am going just to stamp it loosely. Again, just for a little bit of added background interest. Now, do I want it on a block? No. I'm just going to do it on the edge here on top of that rub-on. There we are. And maybe another little bit just in this corner, I think. Good. Just sit that on there just now, because I'll probably be using that again. Whoops. No matter how hard I try, I'm trying to keep this one clean for the camera. Not having much success. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's cool. Maybe just put it to the side there, and then I can have my heading here because it's called Wind Power, and I think I'm going to stamp Wind Power under there. And I'll just use my typewriter alphabet stamps. And if that's going there, let's just do now. Now the question is it upper or lowercase? Let's just do lowercase. Decision made. So W. Don't think about stamping letters like this too much, because you are never in a million years going to get it in a straight line. So if you're not going to get it in a straight line, you're as well just doing it wonky. My old granny used to say, there's not a thing in this world straight. Wind Power. W. And of course we'll put the date on them, because you need to know when you were out and about recording the murals. That R's properly squinty. There we are. Now, do I want anything else before we put that down? I don't think so. I think we'll just... This glue stick's nearly done. The ink on that stamping is still a little bit wet, so I want to be careful not to smudge that. There we are. Right, now the next question is, Am I going to put these in any order, or am I just going to quickly choose a page to put it on? I quite like it on that side because she's facing in the way. I like that one there. Don't know why that should be, but I like it there. In fact, I think I'm going to put it there, and then I think I'm going to put something down that edge. What could I put? I've got a little bit of scrap. I quite like that. That can just stick out a bit. Right, let's just take that off. And this, of course, is why we keep all these little bits. That's quite cool. To about there. Right, let's do that down the edge there. Let's turn that way round. And it looks quite good on that page as well. It's got a little bit of a, oh, that's an opening. That's a paper bag. I'll need to be doing something with that bottom bit, and that can be a pocket in there, but that's fine. We'll just get that onto there. Got a new glue stick, because that one's nearly done. First entry made. What do you think? Quite pleased with that. Yeah? Good. Okay. Let's see if we've got time for another one. What have we got? We have the taxi and Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Let's do the taxi. So again, okay, now what will we do with this one? I think I have picked out because the story with this one, because when you look up the Mural Trail, you get a little bit of background of why and how and about the mural. And the person that did the mural, what was his name? This is Rogue One. He said it felt weird to paint a brick wall on top of what was already a brick wall, but he wanted a certain sort of brick wall. So I've got my brick wall stencil here, and I thought maybe we could do something with that. So brick wall it is. Now, do I want to paint again first, or do I simply want to add quite a lot of texture this time? I don't want the pages to look too similar. I think if I just do if I did paint again and then the stencil with the paste, it might look too much the same. I think I'm just going to do, if I do brick wall there and then some brick wall up here and maybe another wee bit somewhere else, that might be quite good. Yeah, let's go for it. It's only paper. If I don't like it, then I can, let's turn that over to that side. If I don't like it, it was only packaging. That's all it was. Right. In fact, it might be quite nice just to do all the way around the edge. I think I might do that. Go for it. The stenciling doesn't have to be perfect. It's quite nice to leave some of it undone. Yeah. Now, let's just turn that around. And let's think about doing, where's my picture? Do you know what? I think that's all I'm going to do. I think that's enough of that. Just down one side. Yep. Let's just give this a little wipe. Okay, so that was Sugar Pea Designs. I think it's something like brick wall. And I will need to give this a blast with the heat gun. Okay, that's that dry. And I have had a think, and because of the brightly coloured balloons and because this is kind of travel, I thought it might be an idea to use these rub-on tickets because they are some of the colours that are on the balloons. So that's what I thought I would do. So I think I can probably get these 4 on the page. Just take the backing off again. And about there. And fingers crossed that they take on this brown wrapping paper, because it's not that smooth. If you can get an end to stick, if you can get a corner to stick, then the rest of it sticks, in my experience. Yep. Good, good. Excellent. Yeah, they worked out well. Quite happy with that. Going to put that up there, I think, and then we'll put, because this one's got a long title. This one is The World's Most Economical Taxi. So that's going to take a little bit of stamping. Yep, I think we'll stamp it there. And what stamps will we use? I wonder if these are too big. No, because it would fill it up nicely. Right, I'm going to go off camera and stamp that, because that would be quite boring. There's quite a lot of words to stamp. Right, all stamped. So let's just get this little picture stuck down with the glue stick. And then I have picked out washi tape just to add a little bit of extra colour to bring in the balloons. I've chosen this washi tape, and I'm thinking I'll just tear a piece off, maybe even narrower than that. That's perfect. Just for along the top there. And maybe this piece along the bottom. I want a straight edge, so I need to take it off this piece. This isn't tearing well for me. And now it's sticking to my fingers. Right, let's see if we can... That's better. I just want that turned over there. Righty-ho, I think that's that one done. while I was away fiddling with that stamping, I added when I picked out the washi for that, I thought, why not add some washi to this? So I did much the same with this washi on there, and I thought that it just lifted it a little bit. I thought just gives it a little bit more interest. Right, so let's find a page for this one. And this one, the taxi's facing in the way, so facing towards the left, so I think it should go on a right hand side page. And actually I quite like it there, on that, beside that strip of sewn packaging. Yeah, let's put it there, as everything goes flying. Because I'm not even going to speak about the pile of things that are to my left here. When you're doing a video, you want the space to be clear that's on camera. And that means, well, certainly for me, that means that there is absolute shambles to my left. Where I just throw everything aside. Not to worry. Right, let's get this somewhere. Perfect. The stamping letters are a little bit shiny on the rub-ons. I don't know why that would be. It must just be because of the rub-ons are a certain kind of maybe plasticky, but they are dry. They're just shiny. Don't know why. I'm quite pleased with how that one's turned out. So that's the first two done. I don't think I've got time to do the third one that I had planned for today. We'll do that another day. So we've got our first two entries. I've got wind power with the texture paste, some stamping, and we have the world's most economical taxi. So a little start on the Junky Mural Trail book. Happy with them. So thanks for joining me today. If you've enjoyed the video, a thumbs up would be great, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.